The surprising health benefits of cheese. Well, let me just inform you all of what I've been researching. Is cheese actually a health food? Could it be? Is this possibly the best news ever for cheese lovers out there? I think I stumbled across some very, very profound, interesting information about this that could help us live forever. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Who doesn't love cheese? I've heard a few people in my life say they don't love cheese, which is weird. How could you not like cheese? What the heck? Okay, cheese is good. Cheese is very good tasting. How could you not? Okay, anyways, what the heck? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. It's a preference. People don't like cheese because they don't like cheese. I don't know. Maybe it's their blood type. Let's go on. Could cheese fight cancer? I think so. What do you guys think? Okay. Here's an article. Let's see what... Okay, there's a bunch of articles that are saying this. Okay, it's just cheese. I'm not saying this is proof. Okay, this is just a bunch of articles. A lot of times articles are wrong. Okay, but maybe they're onto something. Maybe cheese is helping to fight cancer. Okay, according to a new study and everything. There's a magic mold could wipe out two lethal conditions. A natural preservative that grows on dairy products kills cancer cells and antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Nisin is a naturally occurring food preservative found on dairy products. And a study revealed it can wipe out cancer cells and bacteria. Scientists tested Nisin on tumors and as an antimicrobial in rats. After 9 weeks of treatments, 70 through 80% of cancer cells were killed off. No bacteria has been found to be resistant to the effects of Nisin. Wow. No bacteria has been found to be resistant to the effects of Nisin. That's powerful. Especially in this age of antibiotic-resistant bacteria that are, that are being formed because we're using so much antibiotics and the bacteria becoming immune to the antibiotics. This could be a solution for that. Vitamin K2 in cheese. You guys all heard of this? Vitamin K2. It's very special. It's very special. All right, I see some questions in the chat. I will answer as soon as I finish the presentation. Thank you for the questions. Vitamin K2 in cheese. This video was called, Is Cheese a Health Food? I was researching, and this girl, what did she say? She said, a recent study suggests that cheese is actually a cancer fighter. So just what we were hearing from those other articles, cheese is a rich source of menaquinone. That's a hard word to say. Menaquinones. Can't say it. A type of vitamin K that switches on genes in the body that knocks out cancer cells. So you have your vitamin K is switching on genes that knock out cancer cells. This is in cheese. You getting this? Now we're understanding the picture's coming together. Why cheese is fighting cancer? It's because it has vitamin K. When researchers tracked the diets of more than 24,000 people for up to 10 years, they found that those who ate the most cheese reduced their risk for fatal cancers by 28%. Are you kidding me? 28% for people who ate the most cheese? Wow. Wow, that's impressive. Spermidine in cheese. Spermidine. Yes, you heard that right. What the heck is spermidine? This is profound. Spermidine. Okay? Spermidine is a polyamine compound found in ribosomes and living tissues and having various metabolic functions within organisms. It was originally isolated from semen. Spermidine semen. Sperm, get it? By the way, this could be a very good reason not to spill your seed. This could be a good reason not to waste your semen, right? With all this kind of what people do. You know what I'm saying? Don't spill your seed. Don't waste your spermidine. When you spill your spermidine, you're losing your spermidine. What are the benefits of this spermidine? This is from Wikipedia also. Spermidine is a longevity agent in mammals due to various mechanisms of action, which are just beginning to be understood. Autophagy is the main mechanism at the molecular level, but evidence has been found for other mechanisms, including inflammation reduction, lipid metabolism, and regulation of cell growth, proliferation, and death. Okay. Well, so what you see here is that the spermidine is enabling autophagy. And this is a very important process in reducing inflammation, metabolizing lipids, and all this other stuff. This is very important here. Spermidine has a very vital function. Now, here are some high sources of spermidine. Now, look what's the highest. Cheddar cheese, 1 year old. Okay? Cheddar cheese. Look how much higher it is than these other foods. Much, much higher. You got mango here. You got, so it looks like with fruit, mango's the highest. Mushrooms, broccoli, green peas, but look at this. Cheddar wins. Wow. Okay. Spermidine may improve heart health and longevity. Okay. Autophagy is essentially cellular recycling in which the cell breaks down and renews its components. And remember, spermidine is enabling this autophagy. Very important. Appropriately raised autophagy has been shown to increase lifespan in model organisms like C. elegans and fruit flies. Spermidine application is one way of doing this. Well, there you go. It's raising the lifespan of C. elegans, which is that little worm that the scientists will study on, and they'll see what makes the worm live longer. Autophagy is making the worm live longer. Spermidine is responsible for this. So this is a way of freaking making yourself live longer. Spermidine is connected with living longer. Cheese, as you can see now, this might be the mechanism by which cheese is making people live longer. So they did testing on mice. They found researchers testing on mice provided a dosage of spermidine in one group's water supply while giving a control group normal water. When they compared these animals throughout their life, they discovered that the spermidine group displayed improved cardiovascular markers. So this is heart health we're talking about here. They also lived longer even when the treatment was began later in life after mouse middle age. Blood pressure was also noticeably reduced, even in animals fed a high salt diet. If you're a studier of longevity, that should be huge to you because blood pressure is a huge thing with longevity. So, high blood pressure is one of those things that's going to kill you earlier. So this was countering that effect. Spermidine is so powerful that it's keeping the blood pressure at a normal level, even when you're eating a high salt diet. So this should clearly tell you that, maybe veganism is not the best longevity for, maybe veganism is not the best diet for longevity after all. You know what I'm saying? All these vegans on their high horse saying that they're going to live the longest? Well, maybe not. Are they getting as much spermidine? I think not. Me, I'm getting more spermidine by eating some cheese in my diet. Okay. Under closer examination, the research team found that spermidine was enhancing cardiac cell autophagy, the breakdown of mitochondria, mitochondrial respiration, suppression aspects of inflammation, and even improved an elasticity of the heart muscle cells. So we have spermidine here enhancing cardiac cell autophagy. This is hugely important here. The elasticity of the heart is for longevity. Everyone knows that you lose the elasticity of your heart and your arterial system, and that's when you die of a heart attack. It's a lack of elasticity. So the spermidine is so important here for heart health. Do you see this? Do you see what I'm saying here? This is crucial information. This is life or death stuff. Spermidine levels are high in centenarians. Did you know that? That's another key here. This article says that spermidine found in cheese, okay, is a key to longer life, and semen extends the lifespan of mice and may work for humans. Okay. Wow. Spermidine also has an effect on sleep, and we know sleep is very, very important for longevity. Now, this is not the quotation here is, this is not the first time that spermidine has been associated with exceptional health benefits. For example, a 2015 study found that when given to mice, spermidine was able to restore the internal body clock to normal. So this could be useful for people who have insomnia, for people who cannot sleep properly, like myself apparently, because I'm completely on a wonky schedule, sleeping all day and up all night. What's wrong with me? I don't know, but according to researchers, if the same was found to be true in humans, it could not only have implications as a sleep aid, but may also to help curb age-related disease, because sleeping is so important. To get a good night's sleep is so important for, to stop aging and to make sure your telomeres are long and everything. If you want long telomeres, you need to sleep a lot and get good, deep, restful sleep. So, spermidine levels decline in the blood serum of humans with the exception of centenarians, where concentrations remain high. Well, if that doesn't tell you, I don't know what does. I mean, we have the centenarians living the longest. A centenarian is someone who lives over 100, okay? The spermidine is still high in their blood serum. That is... This is exciting. This is super exciting. Okay, here we go. What else here we got here? So, you guys, eat your freaking cheese, get your spermidine, do not waste your sperm, do not spill your seed and waste your spermidine. I'm going to get more into the benefits of that in the future, but do not do that. Because remember, sperm is high in spermidine. Get it? Spermidine has also been found to extend the lifespan of fruit flies and yeast. So we have something in sperm here that has been directly shown, sperm and cheese, has been directly shown to extend the lifespan of fruit flies and yeast. So why would it make sense to be a vegan and lower your spermidine content that you're getting through your diet, and then it would not make sense to waste your sperm and spill your seed by masturbating all the time, and this is going to shorten your lifespan. Clearly. Okay, so the French paradox, okay? The French paradox. People thought, okay, why do people in France live so long? Is it the wine? Is it the olive oil? Is it the fresh fruit? But what if it's none of the above? What if it's the cheese? What if it's the spermidine that the French people are eating in their in their cheese? Okay. okay, this could be it. This could be the magical secret. We're finally figuring it out. Okay, the French paradox, so you guys, just so you know, it's the catchphrase used in the late 1980s that summarizes the apparently paradoxical epidemiological observations that French people have a relatively low incidence of coronary heart disease while having a diet relatively high in saturated fats, in apparent contradiction to the widely held belief that the consumption of fats is a risk factor for CHD. So I've been saying a long time that saturated fats is not the reason, it's not the cause for heart disease. It's been falsely blamed. Coconut oil is healthy. Grass-fed butter is healthy. And now I'm telling you guys that cheese is healthy. And if it's grass-fed cheese, it's going to be even healthier. And if it's, yes. So cheese is a health food. This is what we needed to hear, isn't it? How many people are afraid to eat cheese because they don't even think it's freaking healthy? I mean, our government's been telling us not to eat cheese. Well, they're killing us. They're decreasing our spermidine content that we're getting in our diets. In 2002, the average French person consumed 108 grams per day of fat from animal sources, while the average American consumed only 72 grams. The French eat 4 times as much butter, 60% more cheese. So maybe that's the true reason for the French paradox. Maybe it's the cheese. It's all the K2, the spermidine. Could this be the real reason? It could be. It could be. And this girl agrees with me. She said all that cheese might be what's keeping French people so healthy. See, it could be the cheese. Here's another thing. Cheese boosts butyrate. According to the study, the men who consumed the 2 dairy-filled diets, but especially those who ate cheese, had increased levels of butyrate in their feces and lower levels of a metabolite that increases high-density lipoprotein, the healthy kind of cholesterol. So, here we have it. Another benefit of cheese is the butyrate. It's increasing the good type of cholesterol that makes you live longer. Feeding butyrate to flies increased their lifespan by 30 through 50%. So here's another benefit of cheese here. Butyrate, longevity. Cheese is a longevity superfood. Cheese also boosts endorphins. So what we were talking about with eating hot peppers, with you get endorphins from exercise, you get endorphins from sex. These are the reasons these things are addicting to people, is the endorphins. Endorphins boost longevity. Cheese boosts endorphins. So we have another reason why cheese is making people live longer. Phenylethylamine, PEA, is an ingredient found in chocolate and cheese that elevates dopamine. Okay? Dopamine. Very, very important neurotransmitter here. So I got this excerpt from this article here. It says foods that increase serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. All these neurochemical things, these are very important to have for longevity. So we have cheese and chocolate here. These foods that people love, these foods that people crave, are helping their brain chemistry. There's a reason we crave chocolate and cheese. These are foods I eat a lot of, to be honest. I love chocolate and I love cheese. And there's a reason we crave these foods. It's because they're good for us. You get it? Okay. P is an endogenous stimulant of the human brain that amplifies the activity of major neurotransmitters for increased longevity, slower aging, higher performance, a sense of well-being, and a renewed youthful functioning body. And what do we just learn that PEA comes from? Oh, guess what? Cheese. Cheese and chocolate. Let's not forget. Cheese and chocolate is boosting PEA, which, guess what? Increases longevity, slows aging. You see this? Trust your cravings. Trust your cravings. Trust your body. Here's another reason cheese is making people live longer. It's inhibiting iron absorption. You go, what the heck? Why is that a good thing? I thought iron was good for you. Okay, we'll get into this. I will explain why inhibiting iron absorption is a good thing. So here's an article that talks about the foods that inhibit iron absorption. And we have cheese there, right in the image there. Cheese. Dairy products such as yogurt, cheese, and milk interfere with the absorption of iron in the body, according to the UK Thalassemia Society. Okay, so something about the dairy is blocking iron absorption, and this is good. Iron accelerates aging. Did you know this? Previous studies submit that metals, including iron, accumulate in human tissues during aging, and that toxic levels of iron have been linked to neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. So we have iron accumulating in your brain, causing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. This is a very key important thing I'm going to tell you guys right now, especially people who eat meat. Meat is very high in iron, especially red meat. That's why I'm not a fan of red meat. I don't eat any red meat. I eat some fish, occasionally maybe some smoked salmon or something. I don't make it a big part of my diet. I eat some shrimp. A little bit of seafood. I'm into seafood, okay? But don't eat red meat. Well, here's the thing. If you do eat red meat, it's very high in iron, and an iron that absorbs very well into your body. This could contribute to Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, okay, because it's accumulating in your body. The body's not very good at getting rid of iron, and this could be why females live longer, because females have that menstruation, and they're bleeding out their extra iron. It's like bloodletting, right? So it's like the girls have a natural advantage because they have this natural thing where they're releasing their extra iron, but guys don't have it. So, but if you do eat meat, if you do eat red meat, eat it with dairy because that'll block the iron absorption, and that's what you want. You don't want to be absorbing iron. Iron's effect on worms. Okay, so more evidence that iron is actually bad for longevity. Why blocking iron is actually good. This is from the Buck Institute of Research on Aging. We fed iron to 4-day-old worms, and within a couple of days, they looked like 15-day-old worms. Excess iron accelerated the aging process. Lithgow says excess iron is known to generate oxidative stress, and researchers expected to see changes in the worm based on that toxicity. Okay, so we got iron aging the worms, and guess what? It ages humans too. And this could be why donating blood extends lifespan. A 1990 study found that the risk of heart attack was 18 times lower in people who donate blood compared to a matched sample of people who don't. So they're donating their blood. It's like bloodletting. They're getting rid of all that toxic iron buildup that would otherwise damage their brain, damage their heart. So eating cheese will help all of this because it's going to block the iron that you eat. And so maybe, the old people, in the traditional days of people bloodletting, maybe they weren't so crazy after all. Maybe they had reasons for this. Maybe they understood. They saw that the blood was getting this toxic iron out of the body. So in summary here, these are the possible reasons why cheese could be a super longevity food. You got your vitamin K2, your spermidine. Your vitamin K2 working on multiple different levels. Also doing amazing things for your heart to protect yourself against cancer, to protect yourself against heart attacks, prevent calcification of the arteries. You got your spermidine, butyrate, you got your PEA, your iron blocking effect. All this stuff together could make cheese one of the most longevity foods ever. Okay? Think about that. Think about that. And what's your favorite type of cheese, you guys, in the audience? My favorite type of cheese probably is Gouda. Gouda cheese. I love Gouda cheese. It's very good. Okay, Gouda cheese. Second maybe would be I don't know, Gouda. I like Gouda. And yeah. All right. That is it